Overnight line movers, Teddy, talking about buzzes out of the New York Giants. How about the buzz from the few, maybe 10s, 20, 30 fans coming from the Marlins here? You can hear it all over Twitter, Teddy. It's exploding out there. The Marlins looking to get their 7th straight win and stay hot. They open up plus 137, dip down to around plus 125 at SBRodds.com. If we take a look at today, the total bumped up, Teddy, from 8.5 to 9. Lopez versus McGowan. McGowan doesn't have a lot of statistics in Major League Baseball. When we take a look at Pablo Lopez, 3.67 xFIP and a 291 expected weighted on base average. Are we in for 7 straight, Teddy?
Well, I mean, let's put it this way. Coming into the season, these were two teams that were lined as disparately as they could be. You know, what, a 30, 35 win difference? It was like a 30-win difference between the Marlins and the Nats. Well, right now there's what, three loss difference between the two teams. Miami's not all that much worse than Washington right now, and obviously they're hot. Pablo Lopez, 2 of his last 3 starts have been dominant. You know, he's only 23 years old. He threw 7 shutout innings last time out. I'm not surprised he's taking money right here, although he doesn't have a particularly good track record against the Nats, 0-1 with a 7.59 ERA in 2 career starts against Washington. But no surprise that a Nationals team that's now 12 games under 500 for the first time since 2010 is not attracting betting market support as a favorite today. Miami or pass for this bettor and for most of the bettors that I've talked to in early action on Friday.
Yeah, Teddy, last time I rode the Lopez train was versus the New York Mets, the team that I can never seem to figure out, and they needled him for, I think, 8 runs in the first inning in that game. We'll see if he can bounce back in this game as well. Angels, talking about bounce backs. Let's see if the Angels can bounce back. Rain delays, doesn't matter. Rain outs in Southern California, doesn't matter. They got hammered versus the Twins, and they opened up as high as 175 today, but dip back into that 150s range here with a total of 9. It's going to be Smiley versus the youngster Canning on the mound today.
Yeah, and it's a rare occurrence where team form is actually coming into play here, because there's been a lot of Angels money in recent weeks, a lot of wise guy Angels money, and most of that money is lost right now. Texas is playing their best ball of the year. You know, they won 4 in a row, 7 of their last 8, tied for second in the majors, 271 runs scored. They've averaged more than 6.5 runs per game during this current stretch. Meanwhile, the Angels got swept by the Twins, 27-11 in a 3-game set. So I'm not shocked at all to see some Texas money here, but Canning is a guy that the market seemed to like. He's coming off a dominant showing against Kansas City, allowing just 3 hits and 1 walk in his last outing.
How about the Blue Jays getting a little bit of money, a little bit of action early here on Friday versus the Padres? Line opens up around 135 as a favorite for San Diego. Dips down to the teens, now showing about minus 115 here at SBRodds.com. Total of 8.5. Lucchesi versus Thornton tonight. And Teddy, I know you're going to get into this. You know, we're taking a look at splits. There's some really big splits here with that San Diego pitcher.
Yeah, sure. Lucchesi's got a 2.83 ERA at Petco, and he's got an 8.1 ERA on the road. And it's pretty consistent. His home starts have been dynamite. His road starts have not. It's not like one bad start where you give up 10 runs in an inning and a third, like you were just talking about with the Mets in a recent start or with Lopez against the Mets in a recent start that wasn't pretty. But Lucchesi's road starts have clearly been weaker than his home starts. And of course, it's a Padres team. Isn't going to have Fernando Tatis in the lineup again today. Quote, he hasn't had a setback. This is Andy Green. He's improving, getting better, but until he starts playing in games, his return is obviously not imminent. Tatis, a potential big bet as a rookie for San Diego.